Welcome back, students. Hope you're all safe and fine. Now let us start the third chapter of your computer class, that is computer syllabus. Log on to MS Excel. In this session, we will see what is this application Excel. Microsoft Excel is the popular spreadsheet software in the Microsoft group. That is, Microsoft Excel is one of the package in the Microsoft group where you are going to learn some mathematical calculations. Excel is mainly meant for mathematical calculations where you are going to organize, calculate and analyze your data in an interface where you can see rows and columns. That is, we can represent your data or enter your data in rows and columns, and also the data you can represent in the form of a pictorial graphs. That is your Excel. Now let us see what are the features of MS Excel. With the help of Excel, we can learn functions and formulae, formatting features, auto calculation, that is how to do the automatic calculation with the functions and formulae, auto fill facility where you can enter your data automatically, that is column wise or row wise. We can also represent your data pictorially with the help of graphs. Now I will just tell you how to start your MS Excel. It's very simple. Everybody would have seen your desktop. On the bottommost portion of your taskbar, you see the start button. So click on the start button. Click at all programs. Then Microsoft Office group. Under Microsoft Office group, you will see the application name Microsoft Excel 2007. So we are learning the version Excel 2007. Start button, all programs, Microsoft Office Excel 2007. Our MS Excel file is simply called as a workbook where we work and store your data. It is similar to your notebook where you see many pages. So our workbook also contains many sheets similar to your notebook. Each workbook is like a notebook. Why do we say it's like a notebook? You all know that a notebook contains of many pages. Similarly, our worksheet also contains multiple sheets in a single workbook. By default, the workbook consists of 3 worksheets. What do you mean by default? When you start your Excel, at the bottom of the screen, you can see 3 sheets, that is sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. That way we say by default it consists of 3 sheets. Now let us see or get familiar with the spreadsheet window. Your spreadsheet window, when you open Excel, looks like this. So almost you are familiar in Word with the topmost portion of your window. The topmost bar is called the title bar. Just below the title bar, you see the components of the ribbon, which consists of tabs and groups. And the leftmost bottom corner, you see a quick access toolbar, where you see all the commands which you use frequently. Apart from the ribbon which consists of tabs and groups, under Excel you see a special bar where you can see the name box and the formula bar. Just below all these formula bar and the ribbon and the title bar, you see the main interface where you are going to work for Excel, which consists of a grid of rows and columns. Hope you can all see. It is the interface where you enter the data is a grid of rows and columns. So you can all see here the alphabet shown or the column headings and the number shown or the row headings. At the bottom portion you see the status bar, and also as usual in all the window applications you see the scroll bars right and the bottommost scroll bars. Now let us see our Excel consists of how many rows and columns. A single worksheet consists of 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. How much it is? 10,48,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Columns are represented vertically and are named by alphabets. Rows are represented horizontally and are named after numbers. A single small block in a worksheet is called a cell. A cell is an intersection of a column and a row. Always say cell is an intersection of a column and a row in a worksheet. Example A5. A5 is a cell where A represents a column and 5 represents a row. A cell can contain up to 32,777 columns. That is, a cell can contain up to 32,767 characters. Once more I will repeat. A5 refers to the column A and row 5, which can occupy 32,767 characters. Now let us see what is the active cell. When you click on a particular cell, a thick black border appears for the cell, showing that this is an active cell where you can enter your data. Active cell is nothing but the cell where you can enter your data. Data can be entered only in the active cell. Now let us see what is name box and the formula bar. Name box located above the column heading on the left side of the window, which displays the location of the cell pointer. In the name box, you can see the cell address. If your pointer is in A5, the name box will be reading A5. Just to the right of your name box, you can see the formula bar. It shows formulas and characters which you are entering in active cell. What do you mean by that? So whenever you are entering a data in a worksheet or in a cell, to be very specific, whichever data you are entering will be seen in the formula bar. Column headings are across on the top and are identified, as I told you, by alphabets. They are named from A to Z, then AA to AZ till the last column AFD. So the first column is A and the last column is AFD. The total number of columns in this version is 16,384. Now let us see what are rows. Rows headings are identified by numbers. So I mentioned you previously, the rows are always identified by the numbers. The starting number is 1 and the last number is 1048576 along the left border of the worksheet. So you can all open your Excel worksheet and try to identify initially the column headings ABCD and the row headings 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hope it was very easy, the introduction to Excel. Please revise all these things. In the next session, we will start in detail how to enter the data. Till then, thank you, goodbye, have a safe stay.